First off, before we go into the weekend, just talk a little bit about kind of your new role at the club and how that's all going.
Yeah, it's been good. It's coming pre-season, shorter pre-season, and it's been good. It's been really, really good working with Franco. You obviously hear a lot about the squad as to what it's like from the outside, and I knew it'd be different in terms of culturally and even the week to week and how it's run, and it has been different, which is great. It's been really refreshing, but it's been good. Yeah, really good bunch of boys, and work really hard, and I've really enjoyed it.
When you say different, you've obviously worked in different environments, both in Scotland and obviously away at Ulster. I mean, what are the main differences you perhaps see in Franco's mythology and his philosophy and how he does things compared to maybe elsewhere?
I think there's the whole week is different. It's hard to touch on what exactly, but it's probably like the boys work hard, but they're well looked after. There's a big ownership on sort of player led, and the atmosphere, I suppose. I think with being a South African, a lot of it's reminded me of coaches I've had at home, and there's a real sort of personal touch to it, to the players in the squad, but also it's a lot of the things that say we do or I haven't seen before or haven't done. It's been really good for me that it's challenged my own perception on high performance, I suppose, because with things that I haven't seen before done, or the way things are run, even content of sessions and various things, that it goes back to it's successful. We've won the league, with it and how it's done. So that's been a real positive for me.
How do you kind of reflect on the weekend now? Obviously, it's kind of tale of two halves, and it ended so disappointingly. I mean, a lot of the focus might go on a decision at the end not to kick it and to try and get to the edge, and obviously the forward pass. How do you kind of reflect on all that?
Yeah, exactly what you said. Ultimately that is the thing that ends the match. We're 1 point up, but that's the easy thing just to focus on. Whereas everything is important. Everything's important, and certainly the fundamentals are important. And there were errors throughout the game, individual errors. There were the effort was there, and all the figures have been through the roof, which is great. So that's one thing that's that's a positive that we can go back on, and it's there, and it's great for the players to see. But it's, I suppose, on those are the errors. Everything contributes to an end result, doesn't it? So you can't shy away from other things. So they're touched on, but again, you also have to, we do, and we have spoken about, the last play in terms of execution, decision making, all the factors that have gone in it.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? And you can look back, or you can look up after the game. We can say, oh, maybe Stafford should have kicked it, or George should have kicked it, but that tactic of getting it to the edge and kicking it from there has been quite successful for Glasgow over the years.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's part of the decision-making framework. You base it on experience and and what and what can work, and exactly that. It's executed better or whatever, or if it's seen not as forward, it's you kick on the edge and the ball's down there and you win the game. So yeah, exactly. It's, I suppose, in the review point, it's trying to look at things as unemotional as possible, and pros and cons, and talk it through, and that ultimately, that process goes into the experience of making those decisions, and then us as framework and coaches is getting as many of those situations as we can into training, that then the next time we're in a position of that, then we're hopefully on the other side of the result.
Kind of two positives from the weekend, probably performances of Yari and Mackenzie, who I think Mackenzie might have got man of the match from the URC. I mean, just looking at Mackenzie specifically, how much of an impact can he make this season in the first team? And obviously, just the back row in general, with obviously Darge out, Jack Dempsey not ready to come back just yet. I mean, does that give him more opportunities in it?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's been a huge positive from Franco and his team, is you know, everyone plays. Everyone that plays well will play again, and you know, there's a big emphasis on a squad as opposed to, you know, a starting team. Or but both those guys have been great. You know, came back in after getting exposure last season and doing really well, and then had a really good pre-season themselves away. So sort of, you know, testament to them as professionals, and came back in great condition, hit the ground running, had a good pre-season, and they've played really well this season, both pre-season games and then obviously at the weekend. So yeah, great for them, great for us as a squad, great for everyone involved. There's as much as players play well, better for a squad.
How is the squad looking in terms of everyone coming through the weekend unscathed? Any injuries been picked up, and any potential issues ahead of the weekend?
Yeah, from the weekend, couple bumps and bruises at an HIA. Sam Talakada to get reviewed this week. So seeing how we go this week, but the injuries probably have been more over the last few weeks. So yeah, we're in a good spot. Hopefully guys coming back, getting close to coming back. So yeah, good. It's a good squad. It's a smaller squad, but it's a good squad that nourishes this week.
There's an update on Sione Vailang. Obviously made this big comeback last season, but he's not really been seen since.
Yeah, he's just in rehab and going through his return to plays. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, plugging away with that, with a sort of longer after his recovery over the summer, and chipping away to get back.
Just last, but I'll say it again. I mean, Zander, where's he at with his recovery?
Yeah, he's same thing, chipping away. He's not going to be available this week, but yeah, not far off.
Oh, cheers.
Thanks.
Thank you.